I haven't made a video in a while because I just haven't wanted to. I've been traveling. It's about 5 months now since I retired, since I quit my job, and I've been doing some traveling in the US, driving around in my car as far as St. Louis, uh, as far south as New Orleans, and then back to California. Also been in China and Japan, and I came back to the US and I have been reading a lot. It's really nice. And another thing I noticed is that it's been 6 months since I quit my job. I noticed that I still can't believe that I'm not working anymore. And I still get that feeling at night like, quick, I have to go to bed. I can't stay up late. Or I also get the opposite where I want to read a book or I want to watch a video or I want to learn about something. And I say, oh, quick, I have to go to bed. I can't read this. And then I realize, wait a second, I don't have to go to work anymore. It's been a really wonderful 5 months, and I still can't believe it. If you don't have to work, you're the top 5% of the population. Only the top 1% are rich. The next 4% are financially independent, and the rest have to work way past 60, 65. So just the fact that what I'm doing is top 5% of the population, getting an A plus in life is still sometimes I can't believe it. And I wonder how long it's going to be before I have unbrainwashed myself. What I mean is, like, we get into habits. So I've been in the habit of working my whole life since I was 18 years old. And you always have to go to work, and that's just what you do. And you can't even be without work because you feel uncomfortable. I'll talk about that more in a second, but it's been so long that I've been working that now that I'm not working, it's gonna take time. I don't know, a year or two or three before I can change the way I think, and I'm not a worker anymore. And I can't undo it. The habits of having to go to bed and having to get a job, just the idea of I'm gonna look for a job. What's your job? What's my job? What's his job? What's her job? What is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? Just that whole all that stuff is gone. It's gonna take, I think, at least a year, at least a year to get rid of that. And then you're surrounded by people who are workers. So whenever you meet people, they are talking to you like that. What are you doing? What's your next certificate? What's your next degree? What's your next thing you're doing? And I don't have that. So, oh, and going back to the whole habit of working. So what I did is I went to our city here and I applied to be a bus operator. I had taken a couple of interviews. I got an interview at two different locations for two different jobs. Both of them are in transportation. But uh, the bus interview, the bus driver interview has been going through. So that, well, I'm not doing anything. So I'll just go through the process. I want to see how they train. I want to have some fun and play with the buses. So I'm just going to keep going with this. And it hit me today. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this for fun. I want to see how this agency is with their buses, and I want to play with the buses. And it's a big city. I want to drive in the city, so I can have bragging rights and say that I've driven in the city before. It's not easy driving. It's a tough city. But also, I was thinking, man, it's really hard to break that idea of I gotta go back to work. I gotta be working. And I thought, man, I'm pretty young. I'm healthy, and even me, I feel the safety of having a job. I have the safety of I'm gonna get a paycheck again. I'm gonna get some money again. And I could just realize how difficult it is for people to get out of that. Could you imagine if I was older? Maybe if I had more bills, if I had kids, it'd be even stronger if I was older and maybe I'm sick or maybe I need medication often. It's gonna be so hard to leave a job. And I'm young and 36 and pretty healthy. I don't have any major health problems. And even me, it's hard for me to completely get out of the thinking of a working person and to not go to work. I can feel it right now because they're about to hire me and about to start the training. I feel the safety feeling of I'll get a paycheck again. So I'm going to keep applying for other jobs, practicing interviews just to practice them, and also trying different type industries so maybe I can learn some new things. And that's actually a hard part. I'm gonna try to get out of the types of work that I was doing before, but it's really hard. It's really hard to do that for me personally. And um, yeah, it's really hard to. What I was gonna say is today was the closest I got. Last night was the closest I got to actually doing my. It's funny how this works. You don't work for 5 months. You feel great. I'm being this productive every day. I'm pretty productive. I have to motivate myself. I don't have a boss telling me what to do, so I motivate myself. And then isn't that funny that the one day that I go today to get a medical checkup for the job, that's the very same day I did two uh, actions in the other direction towards the retirement lifestyle. So the closer I get to this job, what I mean is I was looking up a place to give a presentation. I wanted to give a talk to people who are working. I wanted to give some information about what I've learned, the ways of thinking, also presenting what I've learned through real estate investing to a group of people. I really enjoy speaking in front of people, and I'd like to also like the heart of a teacher. I enjoy teaching. So today doing the medical exam. Also, it's the first day that I went and actually started to look for a place where I can give a presentation, my first presentation on retirement. And I thought that was funny that my body was like, "Oh no, 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 no! Don't go back to work." Okay, okay, I promise I'll prepare my presentation, and I promise because I've been lagging a little bit. I told myself I was going to prepare a presentation, and I've been doing it, but I haven't really been, you know, we can write a paper in a day, right? You can make a presentation in a day if you really want to. Why is it taking you a month or 2 months to prepare a presentation on retirement and the retirement lifestyle and travel and stuff like that? So it's almost like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm almost forcing myself, hey, if you don't get this presentation put together, you're going back to a job. So I thought that was interesting. That's about it. Um, That's about it. I'll make some more videos. I haven't been making videos recently. I've just been traveling. And oh, finally, I another reason why I make these videos. I have to make these videos because it's part of teaching, and I learned that it's hard for me to believe you if you never came from a position like me. If I can hear your story, your success story, and I hear that you did things that I did too, you grew up in a similar situation, similar environment, then the easier it is for me. So I thought, I need to make these videos now so that later when my success grows, and it will, because it is written down. And if I follow the plan of buying real estate, save my money, buy more real estate, it's a piece of cake. Real estate is pretty easy. I can already see the path to more and more wealth and riches. I'm just following the path, just following the plan. So I already know it's going to grow, and but it's hard for me to tell someone like that that can only work at McDonald's. I can't tell them, yeah, it's pretty easy. You're going to make it. You're going to be able to buy real estate and you're going to be successful. You can't, most people are not strong enough to believe that. I mean, what's the point of me saving $50 a paycheck? And I can't see, they can't see where that's going to go. Or what's the point of me renting a room? It seems pretty uncomfortable for me. They can't see the long-term benefits. So part of the reason why I make these videos showing you, I want to show you, I want to show you just before I retired and just after I retired, how I'm not rich, I'm not making a lot of money, but I'm making enough money to not work. And then later I want to show you after it's multiplied. Like, hey, see, I just followed the plan. You can follow the plan. Here's the plan. I'll tell you what to do and try to guide people along so that as they see it starting to become a success, then I can, let them go. So but I just need to show you my life, my average, boring, simple life now, and show you it slowly growing. Because, like they say, those stories we read about famous people, They never tell you the boring part, the part that takes a lot of discipline. That takes a lot of discipline. My path to financial independence was not at all easy, not very fast. It took a couple of years, but not very fast. It's not super simple, but anyone can do it. Basically, what I'm saying is it wasn't easy, and I'm not lazy. You're doing a lot of work to become financially free, but it doesn't look like other people's work. They're working hard, they're hustling. You're not hustling, you're saving, you're planning, you're being careful, you're being slow and stable. So that's the point I'm trying to make, that look at me now, and then let's see where it goes. And then I want you to also follow along, and I need videos like this to prove it to you.